Hello, welcome, welcome. So happy to see you all. I was thinking this morning, I get a lot of my thoughts when I'm brushing my teeth or I'm in the shower or I'm peeing. They're all about flow. And the thought that came up to me was how many misconceptions we have about love that we're operating out of. And because this is kind of an official love day, I what was occurring to me, I saw something coming up on social media that in long-term love, you're basically continuously mourning the person that your partner isn't anymore. And I thought, that's not my experience. So I wanted to say it's possible for love, and not just romantic love, but love to be a field of discovery where you keep revealing essence. And it reminded me that all of our work for Gay and me, our approach is really all about revealing essence and expanding our capacity every day to give and receive more love. So just take a moment and see if that might be of interest to you. Might it be of interest to you to have an intention and have practices that allow you to keep revealing more and more of who you are, and then the new frontier of who we can be together. And so as we're getting started, I realized today that I had the perfect shirt for today, which I want to show you, which says love down the front of it. So I thought, yeah, why not have everything be matching today of what we're up to? And let yourself consider a couple of things about love. And I'd like you to do that. I want to talk to you a little bit, but I'd like to have you be practicing some of your love scoops and particularly giving attention to any place in you that's feeling a little pinched or a little flat. It isn't as full of love as you would like it to be. And just go ahead and reach out, because that's what is available to all of us, is lots of love, and just be giving it to any place in you that says, yeah, I want a little bit here, I want a little bit here, I want a lot here. And be sure to let yourself reach out, because what love scoops do is activate your ability to receive. So I just want you to assess today, would you be willing to receive love? Would you be willing to receive love from you? Would you be willing to receive love from the people around you, even people that you don't know? Because the definition of love is really being able to be in the same space with, giving space. And what my most deepest experiences of love, when someone has been with me and being willing to be with me just as I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing. And so see if you'd be willing to give that to you. Are you willing to be with all of the different things that you're feeling and experiencing today? And what would it be like if you love scooped your attention? Because our attention is the biggest gift that we can give, the gift of our attention. Not the have to of our attention, but the gift. I'm willing to, I want to give attention to you. So as I say that, I can feel this kind of little wing fluttering in my chest where it's like, oh yes. Ah. So notice when you give yourself love scoops and they land, how is it that you receive? So what's it like to be willing to receive? What's the body experience of that? And I want to have you now experiment. You can come back to love scoops any moment, but I'd like to have you experiment with giving your attention and receiving attention. So I'd like you to pick somebody, for those of you who are here, For those of you watching, you can just think of somebody that you know. But for those of you watching, I'd like you to select somebody and preferably somebody you don't know. And I'd like you to send your attention to them. Just like, oh, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Here we all are. I see you. Here's my attention. Would you like to receive my attention? And notice what it's like both to give, and then I bet you there's somebody that's giving to you while you've been giving to them. So make sure that you give yourself some space to receive. And for me, that also has to do with time. Am I at a pace where I can let myself receive? So sending your attention out to someone, and you can actually play with different ways. You can send it around them a couple of times, like you do a little dance move with them with your attention, and then you can bring it back to you and let that move around you, and letting yourself receive. So your body is going to register that you've been giving and receiving attention. And so as you give attention to yourself, like I can feel a little spontaneous wiggle wanting to happen, like, oh, yes, I want to make a little bit more room for this. So I'm going to wiggle it into some little places, like between my ribs, which have been a little squishy lately. So I'm going to let them have a little bit more attention. And then sometimes it's great to just pause and notice the flow. So I can feel more flow in me. And I'm imagining as you give attention and receive attention that you're feeling more of what we might just call aliveness. But when we give attention to aliveness, we can enjoy it even more. So what are the sensations of aliveness that you're experiencing? And how are they enhanced by you giving and receiving attention? So what I want to invite you to do now is to change your posture in some way. I'm going to stand. You don't need to do that, but you can if you'd like. So changing your posture and then letting yourself do some love scoops from there. And I'm also going to be bringing some love up from the earth and also sending some love to the earth. And so when I do that, I can feel my legs getting longer. I can really feel my feet. And I can feel the connection and all of the juice that can come up from the earth, but also the juice that I can give to the earth. And then again, let yourself pause and notice any way that your body wants to respond to that. So if you're not trying to make anything happen, your body can invent all kinds of fun things that add to your experience of being able to give and receive love and add to the fun as well. So notice if there's a dimension that you haven't moved your body in yet. So I'm sort of getting the sides of me it's a little sort of kayaky movement wanting to happen. It feels really fun, and let your body tell you, ooh, I like that one, or ooh, let's slow it down a little bit, or ooh, faster, faster, faster. So letting your body receive. And giving and receiving. So giving attention, letting that go around. One of the ways you can let it go around is in like a wheel. You could also let it go around other people like a table. You could also let it go to another person like a food fight. You're just going to send them a bunch of attention. Take that and take that and take that, and here's some more. Whoa. so that you're getting a big old load of love to let yourself integrate over the next period of time. So the gift of attention, the gift of focusing our awareness into appreciating, loving, being in the same space with. So I'd like you to now take a look and see if there's somebody like you go, oh yeah, I want to give you some attention. And notice what kind of, it's almost like a customized love scoop. So you let your love scoop go out. And then as you're doing that, I'm imagining something's coming toward you. So you can let yourself receive that. For me, it takes me out of cognitive brain and into whole body brain, where I can feel, integrate, and fill up my reservoir. Because one of our intentions here in Loops and Scoops is to fill our reservoir. And I recently had the experience, having just come through COVID, where I had zero energy. It's like my reservoir was empty. And I'd actually never had that experience before, of like nothing. There's nothing there. And so I've been noticing, it's like having the, love is like the water coming off the mountain that's beginning to fill the reservoir. And I can feel that beginning to fill. And so I have a great appreciation of our ability to refill our reservoirs. And that's most easily and effectively done by simply shifting your attention. So now I'd like you to look at other people and notice, like, there's some quality like, ooh, I really love that about you. I want that. So let yourself go and just bring it in and give it to yourself. And then look for somebody else that there's just something about them that you notice that you go, ooh, that's yummy, and I want that. And let yourself love scoop out and bring it in and give it to you. And then I'm going to challenge you even more, because I want you to give attention to you and to identify something about you that's so lovable, some quality about you that's just so lovable and wonderful. And I'd like you to just take the overflow of that and offer it out. You can offer it out to the whole group, or you can offer it out to somebody that you know could really use it right now. So like a quality about me that I really love is that I'm able to be with, and just to be with as things are unfolding. And so I'm sending that out to a couple of my friends who are dealing with some challenges right now. And then be sure to come back to you, because this is definitely fill your own reservoir first. There's plenty. And so I wonder if you'd be willing over this next week to let the giving and receiving of love extend beyond today into the interactions that you have with people, the things that you see, like, oh, somebody, like I've noticed, like somebody's shoelace was untied. And so I just got their attention and said, hey, your shoelace is untied. To me, that's love. And so it doesn't have to look like, it's really giving your attention and then responding to any impulse to connect. So I'm just seeing the big love, Rhonda, on your front. So love meets love, love it. So take a moment to just love all of it. The stuff that's going well, the stuff that's just all messed up. And, yeah. all of it can be loved. So thank you, and so wonderful to spend time with you today. And I'm going to exit now, and you're so welcome to keep exchanging, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.